It's the beginning of 2026 and we are going through another small market crisis. This is not the same type of crisis as in 2000 or 2008 or 2020 during COVID. But still, as a small investor, I ask myself many questions. And in this video, I want to look at all of them. In this video, I will talk about why the market is falling and what is happening, a bit of history of past crises, how investors think, whether it makes sense to start investing, and how I personally deal with this situation. Whether you already invest or are just thinking about starting, you probably noticed the news about the market going down, tech stocks falling, and assets like Bitcoin falling with them. People are asking questions like, should I hold and wait? Should I sell? Or should I buy more even if prices might continue to fall? This video is not financial advice. These are just my thoughts out loud. And I don't want to say nonsense or scare anyone. I want to show how I see this situation as a small beginner investor. So let's start with what is actually happening and why the market is falling. Since the last crisis during COVID between 2020 and 2022, stock prices grew very fast, especially in the tech sector, where the biggest companies in the world are. Technology is becoming more and more dependent on AI, which created huge pressure. Sooner or later, this pressure had to break and the market needs to reset. Big and small investors are worried about their money, so they move it into safer assets. Another thing that strongly affects the market is the Donald Trump administration, where there are constant conflicts, tariffs, and new topics almost every week. Many people are selling their positions, and the more capital leaves the market, the more prices fall. And because Bitcoin is closely connected to major indexes like the S&P 500 and Nasdaq, which are under pressure, Bitcoin is falling as well. This creates more fear and more selling. It becomes a vicious cycle where people are afraid of losing their money, so they sell and move it elsewhere. The market was near its peak. The AI bubble did its job, and now it's time for a reset. Technology stocks were overvalued and a correction was needed. The market is not falling because of one single reason. It is a mix of many things happening at the same time. During the 2000 to 2002 crisis, Nasdaq fell by almost 80%. During the 2008 crisis, the S&P 500 fell by about 57%. And during the COVID crisis, the drop was around 34%. How big will this drop be now? I don't know, and I don't even try to guess. This is not classic crisis with banks and companies collapsing. Right now, the market is dealing with repricing. Investors are not selling because they think the world is ending. They are selling because they want less volatility, more liquidity, and peace of mind. These are smart steps to protect their money. Tech stocks are the biggest growth risk right now. This is a period of stress and uncertainty. So the question is this a good time to start or continue investing? No. If you think you will jump into the market during a crisis and become a millionaire in few days. That's not how it works. But in my opinion, if you think long-term investing always makes sense. A crisis can be a good time to start, but only for the long term. You may buy cheaper, but you never know where the bottom is. Personally, I am not selling anything, even though I am down about $1,000. Yes, for me, $1,000 is a lot of money because I am a normal person with normal job investing what I can. I would not go all in. I invest in small amounts, step by step, like I am doing now. I take this situation calmly. AI was heavily overvalued and pushed too fast, so the market needs time to adjust. With a calm mindset, I keep buying more shares because I invest for the long term. And in the long run, markets have always grown and will continue to grow unless there is truly an end of the world. This is an uncomfortable period, but it won't last forever. Every crisis so far has ended eventually. This is the kind of period that shows who is serious about investing. I want to say once again that everything in this video is only my personal opinion, not financial advice or predictions. And how do you deal with investing during crisis? Are you buying or selling? And how are your emotions during times like this? Write in the comments, and I am very curious how other people see this situation. Thank you for watching until the end, and I look forward to the next video.